NBC Chicago had every reason to keep its cameras trained on Lollapalooza's usual Titan lineup. But the second SB19 stepped onto the Alliance stage, the narrative shifted dramatically. The first homegrown Filipino act in Lollapalooza history was no longer just performing for their devoted fan base, a tin. They were standing under the blinding lights of Chicago's biggest media spotlight, facing an unfamiliar American festival crowd. What happened next turned a historic booking into an undeniable global statement, forcing mainstream music media to confront a massive question. Is P-pop finally becoming impossible for the Western world to ignore? Before we break down the strategic genius behind this performance, make sure to like, share, and hit that subscribe button to keep up with every big shift in the global music landscape. Long before the beat dropped, Chicago media already had Lollapalooza under a total microscope. Local outlets like NBC Chicago were blanketing the airwaves with schedule updates, artist breakdowns, and city impact reports. That high-density media environment mattered immensely because SB19 wasn't arriving in Manila, where their name instantly commands respect and immediate headlines. They were stepping into a high-stakes ecosystem where casual American festival goers had zero obligation to know who they were. Local news coverage didn't automatically make them a household name overnight, but it built the exact arena necessary for their performance to cross over into mainstream American music dialogue. Calling this just another festival appearance completely misses the broader picture. Lollapalooza 2026 took over Chicago's iconic Grant Park from July 30th through August 2nd, featuring heavy hitters like Charlie XCX, Lorde, Jenny, Tate McRae, and the Smashing Pumpkins. SB19 was handed an impressive hour-long slot on opening day at the Alliance stage from 3:30 to 4:30 p.m. festival time. The true victory wasn't whether they scored a top-tier headlining slot. It was the trust placed in them to capture raw energy in front of one of the most unpredictable crowds in live music. Festival audiences don't sit still out of courtesy. They wander, cross stages, or casually drift toward whatever sounds good. SB19's mission was not merely to satisfy loyal fans, but to command total strangers to stop in their tracks, watch, and remember modern Filipino pop. What made this milestone truly historic was its authenticity. While Lollapalooza has previously showcased incredible artists of Filipino heritage from the US or UK, SB19 arrived straight out of the native P-pop ecosystem. They didn't alter their origins, compromise their sound, or dilute their culture to secure a spot on the roster. Their Tagalog lyrics, intense choreography, fashion, and fierce national pride were front and center. By refusing to strip away their identity, SB19 set a game-changing precedent for every P-pop group coming behind them. They proved to the music industry that global crossover success doesn't require cultural erase, it requires cultural confidence. That tactical brilliance was clear in their 10-song setlist, as reported by Billboard Philippines. Opening with high-octane tracks like Di Ding and Gento, SB19 immediately delivered raw vocal power and aggressive choreography designed to shock casual onlookers awake. They then flipped the emotional script with MAPA, showcasing incredible vocal harmony, before diving into Emoji and previewing their proudly rooted track. Muling Kababayan, every single song was a deliberate play. Within 60 minutes, SB19 didn't just perform a playlist. They delivered a masterclass crash course in the versatility, range, and emotional depth of modern Filipino pop music. Measuring their success at Lollapalooza requires looking beyond standard arena concert reactions. At a dedicated SB19 tour stop, every fan knows the chants, the lyrics, and the dance moves by heart. At Grant Park, success was measured in turned heads and converted skeptics. Reports following the show highlighted massive crowd engagement on site, while major Filipino network ABS-CBN noted that the group dominated global social media metrics, trending worldwide on X. Even more promising were the post-show reactions from first-time festival attendees, admitting they had never heard of SB19 before, but walked away blown away by their live vocals and insane stage presence. That direct, organic conversion from casual passerby to intrigued listener is how genuine global momentum is built. The impact of that single hour in Chicago extended far beyond physical attendance. Thanks to official streaming platforms like Hulu and Disney+, alongside fan-driven hubs like Weverse, SB19's performance became a worldwide digital event. In the Philippines, dedicated fans were waking up around 4:30 a.m. on July 31st just to catch the live broadcast. That awkward timing actually fueled the narrative, creating a three-layer wave of maximum exposure. Live discovery inside Grant Park, official streaming distribution across North America, and relentless clip-sharing online that kept the performance trending for days. Perhaps the most poignant moment of the set was the inclusion of their single, Visa, released in early 2026. The track directly tackles the systemic bureaucratic hurdles and travel frustrations that Filipino artists, athletes, workers, and everyday citizens routinely face when pursuing international opportunities. Seeing SB19 perform a track about border barriers on one of the most famous stages in America created a striking, poetic contrast. Having already debuted at number 6 on Billboard's World Digital Song Sales chart prior to the festival, Visa served as a bold, socio-political statement embedded right inside a high-energy pop set. Ultimately, the music industry will judge this performance by what happens after the festival dust settles. Lollapalooza acts as a massive trade show for promoters, talent bookers, brands, and record executives who dictate the future of global touring. SB19's Chicago debut doesn't guarantee instant US superstardom, but it offers undeniable proof of concept. Paired with their 2026 international moves, including a Grammy Museum feature, a Major League Baseball first-pitch appearance, dedicated US fan events, and upcoming dates at Japan's famed Summer Sonic, SB19 is demonstrating a clear blueprint for sustainable global growth. Did SB19 just permanently open the door for P-pop in the West? They certainly tore down the old narrative that Filipino pop couldn't translate to massive American festival crowds. They handed global promoters a successful, repeatable template for booking P-pop acts without forcing them to compromise their roots. A single breakthrough moment makes history, but consistent, strategic execution creates a permanent global movement. SB19's journey is only accelerating, so if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like this video, share it with your fellow music lovers, and subscribe to the channel for more continuous coverage on how P-pop is reshaping the global music industry.